What happens to a dream deferred? Does it dry up like a raisin in the sun, or fester like a sore and then run? Does it stink like rotten meat, or crust and sugar over like a syrup sweet? Maybe it just sags like a heavy load.
Yeah.
Or does it explode?
I'm Oladimeji Ayawale. I'm here to introduce to you the doctor that exposes the ills of the Nigerian society, the doctor that exposes the fundamental systematic underdevelopment of Nigerian society. The immediate alacrity. I introduce to you Dr. Njakiri Damages.
Welcome to the show. My name is Dr. Damages. We are coming to you from the greatest city in the world.
New York!
Yes, New York City is so great that our police officers, the great NYPD, they are back again.
What?
Oh yeah, this time they are taking the law and order into the lowest level you can think of. Oh yeah. NYPD officers took down a pregnant woman. Yeah, for daring to protest their arrest of her son. Oh, they threw her on the ground belly first.
Hey.
Watch.
Don't resist, throw your hands up.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh yeah. In New York City, if you enter the subway, riders are asked to give up their seat for pregnant women as a courtesy.
Yeah.
But out in the street, the police do not give a damn about such courtesy. No. But it's not only the police alone. No, not only the police. In New York City, the newspapers even don't give a damn either.
No lie.
Why the rest of the world, they've conspired to call every newborn baby cute. New York Post newspaper lamented last week over the birth of Chelsea Clinton's daughter. They put up a cover story welcoming the baby to the world. And on the cover story, you have Bill Clinton and Hillary Clinton holding the granddaughter. And they gave it this headline that says, "Here comes another liberal crybaby." It's terrible. They no respect for babies.
Exactly.
No matter how cute they are. Not in New York. Now, talking about crybabies, did you hear that Ebola has landed in America? Oh yes, yeah. It came here via Liberia. Are you not from Liberia? Yeah. Forget about the name the American officials said, the man that brought it. The man is the brother of Patrick Sawyer.
No lie.
That one that brought it to Nigeria. He's the brother. Yeah. And trust Obama. The first thing he did when he got that news was to call President Goodluck Jonathan of Nigeria. Obama called him and said, oh boy, how na handle that Ebola thing? Didn't I tell you that Obama is just another African who overstayed in America? That's it. Anyway, Ebola's choice of Texas was the wrong one. You don't mess with Texas. If Texas needs to sentence to death everybody that lives 10 miles from that man, Texas will do it without a blink of an eye. Yeah. The truth is that Ebola has made a grave mistake. It's the same kind of mistake that Boko Haram made, to be overambitious. A disease that affects Americans is sooner or later a dead disease. Yeah. By jumping to America, Ebola has activated what they call the capitalist engine in America. Oh yeah. If research on Ebola cure had been grinding little by little, now it's on steroid. Do you think if malaria is in America that there won't be a vaccine for that now?
Exactly.
There will. Yeah. In America, there are some prayers that you don't say at the end of the end zone. You don't play football, you don't have any idea. Ebola has entered the end zone of American football.
Wow.
So Ebola, goodbye. I say goodbye and good luck.
Bye.
Bye. So we also say goodbye this week to the director of the U.S. State Security Service, the SSS. Yeah, the woman, they are the people who are protecting the president. She resigned this week. The SSS, they've been under attack since an intruder jumped the White House fence. and ran into the president's residence. Can you believe that? Inside the bedroom of Obama and Michelle. There were other incidents where they were also revealed this week that in one case, an armed convict, a convicted felon, was in the same elevator with the president. Can you imagine that? Now, don't even try to count the number of ex-convicts and future convicts that are with President, what's his name? Oh, Jonathan, every time. You have Bode George, you have Alamesia, every day, you know. This is a different case. Now, the SSS matter got Republicans mad. So the House of Representatives, the committee that oversees the SSS, they started a probe immediately. They asked several questions. One of the classic ones was this one. Watch.
How much would it cost to lock the front door of the White House?
Yeah, they said, how much will it cost to lock the White House front door? Because the door was open. How much will it cost? They were asking the director. You may ask, why are Republicans fighting to save Obama? We know they don't like him. They don't like him. Why are they fighting to save him? Well, the reason is simple. If anything happens to Barack Obama, the Vice President, Joe Biden, will become the president. Okay. It's like thinking about the Vice President of Nigeria. What's that his name? What's his name again? What's that man's name? It's like thinking of him taking over from Jonathan. Anyway, nobody wants to take such a risk. Not even Joe Biden. Now, talking about taking risks. Kenyan President Uhuru Kenyatta may be arrested soon if he doesn't show up next week in The Hague. Oh, yeah. He has to appear before the International Criminal Court in The Hague. He's facing charges that he supported the 2007 post-election riots in Kenya that killed over 1,000 people. Yes. Now, if you see my man Uhuru, you will know that he is not ruffled by this. He's not afraid. Once he smokes his thing, you know. You can throw anything at him. He doesn't care. Oh, you think I'm joking? Okay, watch him. But why is this International Criminal Court like this? They are troubling Uhuru because of 1,000 people that died in 2007. Don't they know that Nigerian leaders, they kill in tens of thousands? Why are they not in Nigeria? Why? And Sierra Leone. And Gambia. Anyway, talking about leaders, President Goodluck Jonathan has kicked off his re-election campaign. Yes. Here he is in Benin City talking about the opposition party. Watch.
For them to come back to their party, they left because of some internal things that were not too good. Now we have corrected all those things. Every party member is treated equally. No discrimination, no imposition. No godfather, no godmothers. This is the only party that gives you the freedom and the opportunity to climb to the highest without any interference. They have come back to work with us, and you listen to Chibikimi, he said that they leaving APC means that the last oxygen has been removed. So Edo State will fall to PDP.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. If you understand what the president was saying there, and many of us don't understand him, he said that the last oxygen is gone from APC. APC, because Tommy Kimi defected from APC to PDP. Now, has the president seen Lai Mohammed recently? The man is still smoking hot. He doesn't look like a man who has run out of oxygen. No. Anyway, as 2015 approaches, everyone is visiting Aso Rock to give one award or the other to the president. Nigerian students, they've done their own. The Nigerian actors went there and gave him an award. Now, I cannot wait for the witches and wizards to visit Aso Rock to give him an award. Now, this week, the Anglican Church went and gave the president an award. Everybody's going. No, wow. During that ceremony, the president made this honest assessment of himself. Watch.
It takes only God to lead. Without the fear of God, nobody can lead well. We are all humans. We are pushed into all kinds of situations.
Yes. Yeah, he said it. He said we are pushed to all kinds of situations. It includes seeking more power when you haven't used the one you have, or shown that you know what to do with power. Those are some of the situations. Anyway, but as a people, who must live with all these branded politicians. Everywhere, we have to pray. And so does the president. Watch him.
But if God is with you, no matter the challenges, no matter the circumstances you find yourself, you'll be able to do what is right. My prayers every day is for God to use me to change this country positively.
My prayers every day is for God to use me to change this country. Now, my question is this. Has this president ever taken up a microphone to speak without making series of mistakes?
I don't know.
Huh? Now, 54 years ago, Nigeria had more articulate leaders who could inspire the citizens. Here is the first Prime Minister of Nigeria, Abubakar Tafawa Balewa, speaking in Washington on arrival for a state visit. Watch.
No one who visits the United States of America will fail to notice the effects of a free society and of a democratic system of government in which the rulers are the embodiments of the will of the people, and where the activity of those who rule are reviewed frankly from time to time by the entire population.
Yeah, this is what we're talking about. In 54 years, we have gone from that to this.
And I always say that for you to fix the world, you must fix Africa. And for you to fix Africa, you have to fix Nigeria. And if you don't fix Nigeria, then you must fix Nigeria, because that's the highest concentration of blacks in the globe.
Yes. Yeah. Now the options we have within the opposition are not even better. Here is one of the people who have been coming out swinging, demanding that we should replace Jonathan with him. Watch him.
Dr. Murthy, in his introduction remarks, said there are over 200, United Nations organizations, bodies situate in Switzerland.
As you all know, Nigeria celebrated her 54th Independence Day this week. Yes. Happy Independence Day. Google provided this graphic to mark the occasion. Look at it. Wow. Some Nigerians were mad that Google did not use their father's house in Lekki to depict Nigeria. I know. 54 years ago, Nigeria was either ahead or at least the same level with countries like Malaysia, Singapore, India, South Korea, China, and even Brazil. Our income per head was twice what those countries had. Now, 54 years ago, we had good infrastructure that the Queen of England used the train to travel across Nigeria when she visited. Really? Yeah. Can you imagine Jonathan traveling in a train now in Nigeria? Anybody traveling in a train? Today, Nigerians go to India to receive medical treatment. We go to Dubai to hold our weddings. We go to South Africa to buy arms. We go to Brazil to hide our stolen money. Yeah. We show off in South Korean cars. Yeah. We send our best students to Ghana, Malaysia, India to be educated. We pay the Israelis to come and protect our president. And we feed our children with Indomies made in China. Can you believe that? To tell you how bad things are, for many Nigerian kids, those who are under 30, like you, they think that drinking water comes from tanker. They have no idea that you can get pipe-borne water in your house. I feel pity for people like Jonathan, when they commission hand sanitizers and swimming pools and roundabout and call it governance. Coming from the creek, what do you expect from him? The part that I don't understand is the role played by people like Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala in this whole scheme. Ngo Baby had a privileged background. She should know better. But it's either that she doesn't care or she doesn't know or she's lying about it. For example, this week, Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, the Minister of Finance, Ngo Baby, denied any knowledge of the $9.3 million taken by the Nigerian government to South Africa to buy arms. She said she had no idea where the money came from. Did it come from the mattress of Sambo Dasuki? Where? Oh, maybe the Ziani's hair tie, they got the money from. Where did they get the money? Are you sure that Ngo Baby knows that we are borrowing $1 billion to buy arms? We're borrowing that money to buy arms at the same time when our defense headquarters is complaining that Boko Haram people are stealing our arms from our depot. Maybe we should not blame God, baby, for not knowing. From all indications, she's been busy reducing poverty in Nigeria. I think they reduced it by half in the last 4 years. That's what Jonathan said this week. Yeah, that's what she's been working on. But our next story shows you why we must find some people to blame. As entertainers go into politics, like Nice and this comedian, Agu, new entertainers are coming in to fill the gap. From Uganda, our crack reporter, Mau Mau, filed these reports. Yeah, he said that there's a Ugandan grandma who is filling the gap left by musicians who are joining politics. Watch her.
Laga Queenie, Lucinda.
Adam said, Jaja.
Selector Didi, take you.
Run it!
Abasajja mwatukola bubinyo ebyennyanja okubitunda ebweru empuuta okugitunda ebweru ebyennyanja okubitunda autu songa ennyanja y'abannayuganda ebyennyanja by'abannayuganda.
Yes. I mean, I'm not surprised. Their president is also a rap star. Remember Museveni? Watch him.
Today, these young people talking about this rap because I was not following what they were saying. Oh, yeah. You want another rap? Oh, yeah. You want another rap? Keep it right there. You want another rap? You want another rap?
Here we go again.
Yeah. Somehow, singing and dancing is fast becoming a pastime in Uganda. Now, here are the famous ghetto dancers of Uganda doing their thing. Watch. Don't you like that? Wow. Now, let me give you an update on 3 stories we told you last week. The first one is we told you about Boko Haram leader Shekau, that he was killed. We also warned you that it's a matter of time before Shekau 3.0 appears. Guess what? He released a new video this week. And in the video, he said, I am not dead. My suspicion is that if you look at the timestamp of that video, it will show that it was recorded before he died. But if that is not the case, then you welcome Shekau 3.0. The second story that we want to update is that of Prophet TB Joshua and his collapsed building. A news report says that Lagos State government has technically taken over the synagogue of all nations. Oh yeah. If you know anybody who works with the Lagos State government, please tell them that the first thing they need to do is to go to the basement of that church and find the scripts of all the miracles that TB Joshua performed. There's a script on what to do. Everybody, find the script for us. Meanwhile, the man of God is fighting back. This week he said that the synagogue miracles are not fake. Yes, tell them, my prophet. Tell them. Your miracles are as real as Pastor Chris Oyekinlome's hair. I'm serious. Do you prefer? The third story we want to update is that of the speech President Goodluck Jonathan made at the UN. You know that great speech he made?
I would like to take this opportunity to thank all the countries and organizations that expressed solidarity with us and have continued to support our determined efforts to free our daughters. Although it has taken over 3 months since they were abducted, we have never relented in our effort to set them safely free. Together with our partners, we are working assiduously.
Yeah, we implied, maybe it's our error, that the president told a small lie when he said that it had been 90 days since the Chibok girls were abducted. As he was speaking at the UN, it had been over 160 days. The difference is over 2 months. Well, we heard from government sources this week. They said that it wasn't a case of some people confusing small lies with misinformation. According to them, when the speech was written, it was just over 90 days. Yeah, it just happened that nobody updated it before they went to the General Assembly. Despite the number of times they practiced the speech, nobody thought about it. That was it. I said, nonsense. You know what? Show me more of those Ugandan ghetto dancers again. Show me the dancers. Aren't you happy? Anyway, secrets of pictures. This is when we show you a picture. It's based on the premise that a picture is worth more than 1,000 words. Now, the picture you're looking at is that of the wife of Pastor Ayo Orisojafo coming out from a limousine. Isn't that wonderful? For anyone to go to Benin Market to buy tomato in a car like this, it shows you that she has something missing in her life that she's compensating for. Imagine the distance between the passenger and the driver. It's like the distance between the pastors we have in Nigeria and their followers. It also indicates their fear that they won't be noticed if they come out in any other way. Here are some stories making headline news across Nigeria this week. How I made my money, fathered 30 children, says Atiku Abubakar, the former vice president. Yeah. I know what Atiku wants from this headline. He wants us to say that if he could find the time to make these children and make those tons and tons of money at the same time, maybe he can juggle the Nigerian issues, as president. I say, foul. That doesn't impress me. Does it impress you? No. Nothing. My grandfather had 200 kids. I will crush Boko Haram, says President Goodluck Jonathan. You see, with Shekau dead, someone is running his mouth. Yes, so. He's running his mouth. Where was this Jonathan when Shekau was alive? Oops, I probably spoke too early. I will not do anything to tarnish the image of Jesus Christ, says Ayo Orisojafo, the pastor whose jet was used to transfer money to South Africa. Now, if you are serious about that, the first thing to do is to take off that window curtains that you've been wearing as clothes. Find something else and wear. Tinubu calls for a common sense revolution. I agree. That revolution will start as soon as Tinubu returns his fake Chicago University degree. He has that degree there. Again, Obasanjo goes back to school for a PhD. Obasanjo, the former president, is going back to school for a PhD. Are you not surprised? You don't even have exactly. Now, who will blame him? Other than Desiani Alison Madeke, a PhD is the only thing that Jonathan has that he doesn't have.
That's true.
So they are competing, Wow. Shekau's death will not end insurgency, says John Campbell. You know him, that CIA man. Obviously. His theory about poverty caused Boko Haram is collapsing just like TB Joshua's hostel. So he's speaking on something else. Anyway. Christ Apostolic Church ordains 581 pastors amid crisis. Now, imagine how great Nigeria will be when all these pastors get their own private jets and build their own tabernacle along Lagos-Shagamu Expressway. Imagine. Can you picture that? Wow. 2015, PDP begs Lamido not to join APC, reports Punch newspaper. I say, nonsense. Governor Lamido's people planted this story in the newspaper. All that PDP did was to whisper into Lamido's ears, EFCC. And the man backed down. It's time for your
Email.
It's time for your email. Do we have emails today?
Every day, doctor.
All right, let's hear them, please.
Okay, our first email is from Ridwan in Kebbi, Nigeria. He writes, Dear Dr. Damages, I really don't understand you at all. I'm a regular viewer and promoter of your show, yet Tomato just don't read my emails.
Oh.
Is it because I'm a Hausa man? Or Boko Haram, our new name from the South people? Please help the people of Kebbi to find out if their governor is on Wiki or Google at all. Because he is the most useless, heartless, uninformed governor in Nigeria.
Oh my God.
I also heard that he's running for Senate. Please turn your antenna to our side. We heard that he wanted a retired general, former JTF commander, in the Niger Delta to succeed him.
Ooh.
Do we have oil and militant in Kebbi State? I also advised you and my ex-girlfriend, Tomato Joss, to start slanning Hausa. I would like to appear on your 200 show.
Sanu, Kajiko. Now, thank you so much, my friend, for writing. You brought up important points. I can assure you that your governor is not the most useless governor in Nigeria. Have you been to Aba lately? Out of 36 governors in Nigeria, 30 of them are totally useless. The rest are just management, patch. We just manage them. Eh? Your governor going to the Senate is in line with the tradition. Eh? The Senate is the graveyard of all the former governors. They go there until they die off. That's it. It is such a rotten setup that the more you think about it, the more you want to puke, like throw up. Now, we will like you to come for our 200 episode. And also, you'll be happy to know that President Jonathan has promised to be here too for that special episode. So let's hope and watch.
I hope
Next.
so. Our second email is from Ugochukwu, aka Ugo Ndu, from Nigeria, but living in Malaysia.
Wow.
He writes, Dear Dr. Damages, I started watching your show about 6 months ago, and since then, watching it have become a part of my daily life activities. I want to say a very thanks to you for all the good job you have been doing, especially the way you use it to treat the damages which some of our so-called political leaders have done. Please, Doctor, what do you have to say about the incident of the 2 church buildings collapsing within a space of 1 week, and one of them left at least 115 people dead? Before I forget, please, Doctor, is Tomato just married? Because I'm seriously looking for a wife, and I have already fallen deeply in love with her now.
Wow.
Looking at her lips, what? And the other 2 sides give me joy. What other 2 sides is he talking about?
You're looking too deep.
Once again,
Get away from
thanks for
your
the good
computer.
work and
Move
keep it up.
further away.
And please don't stress Tomato Joss, because I'm not there to give her body massage overnight.
My friend, Ugochukwu. What do you want from me? You want a wife or answers to your questions? What do you want? When you figure that out, write me back, because I can't be giving you a wife and giving you answers to questions. Anyway, another church collapsed last week too, the 3rd in a row. I think the gods must be angry. I guess the day of reckoning is here. Just keep watching. Next.
Our 3rd email is from Stella in Germany. Hello, Dr. Damages. It interests me to watch your show every week. You're doing a good job, and you're giving us important information. I'm very proud of you because you're not afraid of telling the truth. Keep it up.
Oh, thank you so much, Stella. Thank you. We appreciate your mail. It's people like you that keep us going. We do our best at this end, and we hope that you are doing your best at your own end. We are, because you are. And you are, because we are.
We are.
That's
exactly.
it. That's the bottom line. That's all we're doing. Next.
Okay, our 4th email is from Hamed in London. He writes,
I know him.
Hi,
I know he's not. We used to eat ECL, but I don't think he's. You'll
He's
see.
not
You
okay.
will see. You'll see.
Okay, you read it. I didn't. Let me read
I
it
know
now.
him, and I didn't read it. I know him.
Hi, Dr. Damages.
From all those
Good
London
job,
people.
as always.
Thank you very
My
much.
question is, Is your nose from China? Because her hair looks like Jackie Chan's hair.
I told
but
you.
But her skin looks like an African woman.
I know the guy.
Ahmed.
All these London people.
You're coming for me.
All these London people.
Now only you are come, Okay, I'll deal with you. He said, Dr. Damages, who do you think is going to win the 2015 Nigerian presidential election? Is it Buhari, old soldier, never die? Abubakar thief? Or Jonathan clueless thief? Don't announce this. If not because of your African Chinese nurse, I rate you past the other show. What's her name? Ade or Ada or whatever. God bless our African queen.
Oh, thank you so much, Ahmed. But mind yourself, mind yourself. Stop taking swipes at tomato juice. We don't roll like that over here. Yeah, look, can you see? You see what she did
this
because of you. I would have told you who will win the election, but 5 months is a century in politics. Anything can happen. So for now, let me not keep the answer to myself, but I have the results.
I know who will win.
Who? you were ambassador to the dead man. Next.
He's resurrected, by the way. But anyway,
yeah.
Our 5th email is from Patrick. He writes, hello, fellow Nigerian folks at Sahara Reporter.
This Sahara savior. This is not Sahara Reporter. But anyway.
Well, that's what he puts.
Okay.
I have not been able to watch your program in a while now, or emailing you. In your episode 155, I could see Dr. Njakri Damages looks chop. Is he embezzling money from the organization? Or maybe Joyce Tomato go feed him like Aso Rock rabbits? Please explain.
Look here, my friend. When President Jonathan said, he announced this week that the government reduced poverty by 50%, who do you think he was talking about? He was talking about me. The government took care of me and I'm living well. So stop being, how do young people say it now? Being a hater. Is that how they say it?
A hater.
Yeah. Don't hate
don't hate the player. Hate the game.
See, that's why we have. I'm too old for this, but
so they take care of you, but they don't take care of me. I see your body.
Look at her.
I see your body.
You see.
Anyway,
next.
Okay, our 6th email is from Engineer Famous from Lagos. He writes, in my perspicacity, I surmise that what we have here in Nigeria is an entity of dealership, clothed with the apparels of the identity of leadership, groomed in showmanship, and crowned with the falsity of stewardship.
Wow.
All these ships. And it's a prayer answered to have citizens of your standing who are ready to lay their shield of self-defense aside and to advocate the distastefulness of the voiceless. We the gods, humanity, and ultimately God Almighty stand by, stand with, and stand for you.
Wow.
Keep the flag of true and genuine... I can't take it seriously, but anyway. Keep the flag of true and genuine democracy flying. And our own very doctor and operation crew.
Oh,
cheers.
Thank you so much, my friend. Thank you. Please, next time when you write, reduce the grammar. See, Tomato Juice, she almost bit her tongue.
You beat me,
Going from one big word to the other. That tongue is important for other activities. No, I mean, I'm just saying.
What kind of show is this?
Food, you know,
what
when you eat food and when you sing that song in church.
What kind of show is this?
Next.
Hey, my ears are bleeding.
Next.
God is watching. Our final email is from John. You see John from the Bible.
Oh.
He writes.
I doubt it. I doubt it.
Dear Dr. Damages, are you still in New York riding the subway and buses? When your mates in Nigeria are already driving made in Nigeria vehicles.
Why are they
if you relocate to Nigeria, we will give you one of the vehicles under the diaspora program. Please note that these vehicles do not use gasoline. Just promise the vehicles you will fuel them later, and they will understand.
What?
When you come in, bring one vehicle along, the one I will use when I get to Nigeria.
John, thank you so much for your email and for this idea, this noble idea of the diaspora program. A lot of people abroad do not know about it. They keep hanging out here and living miserable lives when they could go home and be part of this program. As I plan my retirement, I am taking a close look at what the program offers. I don't really need tap water or good roads or constant electricity before I go back home. All I need is to see that the police can arrest an army officer who committed a crime, and that when a court gives an order, the government will obey the order. That's all. That's all I need. Simple rule of law. That's what makes a difference. So I am coming home very soon. And I'll bring you one of these small cars, the one you can carry. There's some small cars you can carry in your luggage. That's all the time we have for emails. Please keep sending your emails to drdamages@gmail.com. And follow us on Twitter at
Dr. Damages.
Now, here is my concern for today. It's taken from page 419 of Langston Hughes' book, Selected Poems. It was titled Harlem, but it could as well be talking about Nigeria at 54. It says, what happens to a dream deferred? Does it dry up like a raisin in the sun, or fester like a sore and then run? Does it stink like rotten meat, or crust and sugar over like a syrup sweet? Maybe it just sags like a heavy load.
Yeah.
Or does it explode? Until next week, I'm Dr. Damages. I diagnose.
You heal yourself. Woo! That was very deep.
Before I became a doctor, I used to be a poet, I used to write poems for Aisha and all those, But now I'm retired now. I'm just regular.
So what's stopping you from writing?
Because it doesn't work anymore. People do iPad thing. I don't know what it is. This modern technology. I used to use pen and paper and write. Penmanship is excellent. Time has gone for me. Okay.
I don't think I have anything to say to
that.
No,
you don't have anything.
Peace out.
You can't say anything to that.
Welcome to Forstview Luxury Hotel. At Forstview Luxury Hotel, we offer excellent service. Our rooms have all the necessary facilities to make your stay comfortable and memorable. You will also have access to internet service, breakfast, 24-hour power supply, full air condition, free international calls, free tire pumping service, and free car battery charge. So what are you waiting for? Quickly visit Forstview Luxury Hotel. We are located at number 1 Adeola Mishile off Raji Rasaki Road, First Estate, Amuwo, Odofin Festac, Lagos. For more information or reservation, please call us on 080-7578-7135 or 080-9990-0601. You can also take advantage of our online ongoing promo at www.forceviewhotel.com to make your reservation and payment for your favorite room, which attracts a discount rate. Please note, rooms are reserved based on first come, first serve. Forstview Luxury Hotel. Experience the home of comfort. They come.